There's a lot of people in this world who have been in the believe that category who have never trusted in. And I think of professors who may know the content of the Bible backwards and forwards, but some of those professors have never trusted in Jesus themselves. And I think about evil dictators who know the Bible well enough to use it as a manipulation device to do evil things to people. And we see that throughout world history. They believe that, but they've never trusted in. It's a big difference between believe at that and trust in. And I know this difference myself because it's the story of my life as well. See, for 19 years, I was in the believe that category. I had grown up going to a good church. I had good teaching from the Bible. I had memorized a lot of Bible verses. My theology was spot on. I could tell you all of the right facts and details. I answered the questions. I was a kid that you wanted to have at your youth group. I had done a lot of things well. But the truth was, as soon as I would get away from my youth group or my church or my parents, I would live my life very far from God. It was just an act that I was putting on. I had my facts straight, but I didn't have my heart straight. And it became really, really clear when I went to college and you took away all of those extra additive things that socially were keeping me pressured towards being a Christian. Take away my church and my parents and my youth group. Well, what I went for was straight for my own self-indulgence. I wanted to get away from all of those things so that I could live the life that I really wanted to live, which was a life that was separate from God, a life full of indulging in things that college students always indulge in when they go away to college, if their hearts are far from God. And so I did that. And I found that world to be incredibly empty. And the deeper I dived into it, the more empty I found it to be. Fortunately, there was a group of students there from a group called InterVarsity Christian Fellowship that were reaching out to me, even against my will. They were reaching out to me. And I got to know some of them. And for the first time in my life, I discovered people who were my age and who had trusted in Jesus and were living out their faith in radical ways on a college campus, very different from everybody else who I met. And I looked at the life that I had that was largely empty, and I looked at the life that they had that was full and robust and full of meaning and life and God at the center of it. And I thought, that's where I need to be. It all came to a head in November of my freshman year when a guy on my dorm floor who was not even a follower of Jesus, who recognized that I was going to these Christian group meetings but not living like a Christian at all, came up and just confronted me and said, "You're just a hypocrite." And I realized he was right. I had not even crossed the line. I was just living a hypocritical lie. And so it was that day, November of 1986, in 356 Weston Hall, on the top bunk of that bed, that I decided that I'm going to cross over from just believing at to being somebody who trusts in Jesus for my life. And I'll tell you what, it has been a great adventure ever since then. Not a perfect adventure, but a great adventure to do life in all of its ups and downs with God, coaching me every step of the way. And the Bible says an amazing thing happens when a person crosses over from death to life. It says that there is this party in heaven, and all of the angels throw a huge party. Imagine a banner in the front with your name on it. And it says that your name is written in the book of life. And God's got this book that he keeps, and it's a record of all the people who are going to be welcomed into eternity, into heaven with him forever and ever. It's called the book of life. And in the moment that you cross from death to life, in the moment that you trust in Jesus, your name gets written in the book of life. In November of 1986, my name got written in the book of life. Me, the kid who had all of the advantages in life and chose to squander them in self-indulgence and running from God. God cared enough about me that he would include even me into his plans and let my name stand for all eternity in the book of life. It's a powerful moment.